So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this. The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Koke. He's the kind of midfield player who can do a bit of everything. He's got wonderful technical ability, but also boundless energy and enthusiasm. If things start drifting away from this team at any point, they can...
It's Lewandowski! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Koke. It's a pretty loose pass. Lewandowski! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played out to the right. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Balde. Araujo. And it's with the keeper. And Kubasi, Fermin, and it's Koundé, and it's Baina. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pedri, Yamal, it's a good run down the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nicely spread. Not the most accurate pass. Rafinha. And it's Lopez. And it's made its way to him. De Jong. Out to the right. Out for a throw. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Yamal. He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
Molina. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Araujo. Pedri. And Koundé. And it's Pedri. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Jimenez. And Gonzalez. And it's Baina. And he's in on goal. Chance! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That was lovely, that.
He has found a way through. Oh, great run, magical! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pedri. Fermin. Koke. Jimenez. Koundé. Pedri. That's a good run he's making there. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Baina. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Fermin. Yamal. Now it's Solot. And it's Molina. That's a throw. Engages and forces him off the ball. De Jong has found the net here, of course. Rafinha. Pedri. And Fermin. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's De Jong. He can get that clear. Koundé. And it's Lopez. Koke. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Solot. It's a promising position, and he lines up a cross. Yamal. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Distributed tidily. Knocks it into space. Now it's Solot! And it's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Pass somewhat off target. Back into the middle. And this is Lewandowski. Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Balde gets a foot in here. Rafinha. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Molina. That's Sorlot. Now it's Baina. Spread it left. Gonzalez. Yamal. Lewandowski is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Now it's Lopez, and this is Lewandowski. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. So a Barcelona free kick. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Now it's Yamal. Baina. Now it's Sorlot. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Jimenez, forwards and with intent. Pedri, it's a really well-measured ball. Deftly away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Yamal hurtling down that right flank. Pedri, De Jong, he shifted it to the flank, and Balde, Rafinha goes on a run down the left wing. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
El dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal.
He's on it, can he get away?
El dorsal 7.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. Oh, that was vital.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Sorlot. Sorlot couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
There's the shot! He scores! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So there's going to be another change here. Lookman getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Ball's played through. Gonzalez in acres of space out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that has not gone well. Koke. Goes looking wide. Ferran Torres. He's tried one! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Chooses to go cross-field. Oh, that's well spotted. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, played through for the wide man. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Koke. Ball played for Lookman. Now it's Alvarez. Over to the left. There won't be another chance after this one. And he's had it nicked away. Opts to play it back. And it's Molina. Pedri. And the pass is intercepted. And that's that. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.